Hi there. Okay, so I'm just thinking about something. So I have been a nurse practitioner for 26 and a half years, but before that I worked as a registered nurse in a hospital. And oh my goodness. Okay, hear me out. I worked in an area, in a unit or a floor that had sort of a variety of people, some post-surgical, some who had been in an accident, some who maybe had a stroke, and they were recovering. But when a patient comes, say, from ICU or somewhere else, they didn't put them on a stretcher and bring them over. They brought their whole bed. So they brought them in their whole bed, and they brought their bedside table and all their belongings with them. So they just made a change. Okay, and that's an important part of this story. So one day I went in, I'd been a few days since I'd been there. There was somebody I didn't know, a patient who'd come from another unit, and that was fine. But I even forget what he had. He was recovering from something. So he was becoming alert, but he wasn't talking yet. He wasn't walking yet, but he could do some stuff with his arms. So he was recovering from something. Anyway, my job that day was to take care of him. I got him cleaned up, teeth in, hair brushed, put into a nice loungy patient chair, and I wheeled him out to the area where see more than the four walls of his room that he was in. And then I sat down after doing a bunch of other stuff with other patients to do some charting at the desk. And his family came by not long after and said, "Where did he get his teeth?" Oh my goodness. So, okay, apparently the teeth, the dentures that were in his bedside table were not his. He didn't have any dentures, so okay. So they told me that I had to take them out and put them at the desk and look for the owner. Because, by the way, they weren't labeled in any way. There was nothing on them. Anyway, this young man did not want his dentures removed. Okay, he wasn't that young, but still. Trying to get them out. Eventually we did, and yeah. Anyway, the moral of that story is, guys, if you have dentures or you know somebody who does, I think you get a little engraving thing and put your initials in. There's some mark on them so we know they belong to you, because I don't think we ever found who owned those. But I'm left with a memory that's lasted decades.